If we go to John 7, 8, and 10, you will see that Jesus nowhere he did lie. First it says, I'm not going to go to the feast, right? And then supposedly, this is what he meant. He went to the feast. Well, before we go and answer about the verse, isn't it your God, Allah, he says, Allah forgive not those who associate with him? Okay, well, all of them, they for associate with him, and they will go to heaven. Even Muhammad, he is a person who associate with Allah. Isn't it him who prayed to the Lat and Al-Uzza and he bowed down to it? Allah forgive not. Right? Okay. So Allah he forgive not, but Allah he forgive. The Muslim, they will say to you, you are taking it out of context. No, it says, I forgive not those who associate with him. So when somebody was a Christian and he became a Muslim, so do Allah forgive him? They will say no, because now he repent, so we can, he changed his religion. So Allah he forgive him. Okay, forget about this then. What about the chapter of Al-Kafirun, where Allah he says, I worship not what you worship, and you will not worship what I worship. And later all of them, they became Muslims. Do Allah make mistakes? Was he stupid when he says, I worship not what you worship? So the Muhammadan who they are desperate, and we will go and read the verses in the Bible so we can laugh together at the claim. This is the chapter of Al-Kafirun. And the funny, they quote the chapter. I mean, it's not even the title of and you see the Muslim translation here, they put a lot of things is not there. It's 3 words. Look, 3 words became this. It's 3 words. You change the translator again, you will find a new Quran. Muslims, Islam, a fraud. It's 3 words. Say, O Prophet, okay. Oh, you who disbeliever, okay. I don't worship that who you worship, okay. Nor you do worship what I worship, okay. I will never worship what you worship, but later he bowed down to Allah al-Uzza after he claimed to be a prophet. And nor you will ever worship what I worship, but all of them later became Muslims. This is what you call a prophet? Is that a prophecy from Allah that he will never worship what he worship? And later all of those he spoke to them, they became Muslims. All of them. What a stupid religion. If you go to John chapter 7, and you read the verses he's talking about, this is a proof again that Jesus is the mighty, powerful God. Why? Because he can appear as he wish, and he can disappear as he wish. So when he went to the festival, he did not go and appear in the beginning, but then he appeared in the temple and he started teaching. So Jesus, he did not say, I'm not going to go there at all. He says, I'm not going to the festival or to the feast. And then he went privately. It's the same as God when he sees us in our private room. He is not coming to our house, but he is there. And if this is a lie, well, that is a stupid of you. And then you will see Jesus. He appeared in the temple, and the Jews, they were looking for him. And this is why Jesus said to them, I'm not going there, because now they are looking for him. And then finally, Jesus, he appeared to them in the temple, and he started teaching. And then they said, who is this person who he never studied, which means he is not a rabbi, never learned, how he can teach, where his teaching is coming from. So when a Muslim, he tried to make Jesus look like a bad person, he have to fabricate a story and come with something is not there. And the question is, why the Christians, they never saw that Jesus lying here? Christians are blind. The Muslims, who they are respecting Jesus, they are discovering that Jesus is a liar. My friend, the liar is the one who says to you that there is a prophet will come after me, his name is Ahmed. And then you idiot, you come to us with a prophet, his name is Muhammad. Isn't it? This is Isa in the Quran. He said to you, or sorry, to his people after him, that there is a messenger will come after me, his name is Ahmad. And what is the name of your prophet? You will say Muhammad. Well, is Ahmad is the same as Muhammad? Was Muhammad mistaken with the name? You will say, oh, to me, my prophet have many names. Well, obviously then Ahmad and Muhammad are not the true names of Muhammad. His true name is Qasim. So if Isa, he said, there is a prophet will come after me, his name is Ahmad, then his name should be Ahmad, not a similar name or close by the meaning. There's a huge difference between the two names. Did Isa lie here? This is the question we leave to the Muhammadan, and as usual, they will never give an answer, for anything, right? And as usual, the Muhammadan, they don't accept that the Bible was by thousands of witnesses, but they accept the Quran by no witness. Even Muhammad is not a witness. When Jesus, he said this phrase, was Muhammad there? No. Which book says this before Muhammad? Nobody. Can you find me one book it says that there is a prophet who will come after him, his name is Ahmad? Nowhere. The Muslim, badly, they look in the Old Testament and they say Ahmad Didat Muhammadim, the praised one. The praised one. Actually, that name alone is a proving that Muhammad is a fraud, because if you call yourself the praised one, you announce yourself to be God. For no one to be praised save God. There is no human being, he believes in true God, he will say, I am the praised one. Because the praised one must be God and God only. But Muhammad wanted to replace Jesus. He wanted to be God. This is why he said, I am the eraser. I want to erase Judaism. I want to erase Christianity. And I am Muhammad. And actually he said in the Hadith, that he have many names. If you read them, you will die laughing. And you will see that there is nothing but satanic. Let us see what Muhammad, he said about his names. He said, I have 5 names. You have what? You have 5 names. Okay. I am Muhammad. I am Ahmad. I am Al-Mahi, the effacer, by whom Allah effaced kufr. I am Al-Hashir. But by saying that, he is Allah. Because the one who do gather people in the day of judgment is Allah, supposedly. If you go and recite the 99 names of the false God Allah, you will see that one of them is Al-Hashir. What a stupid prophet. He just claimed to be God. Do we have any Muslim in the comment? You want to tell us why Muhammad is saying he is Al-Hashir, why he is God? Any Muhammadan? I'm trying to find some Muhammadan here. Who is the one who's going to gather people in the day of judgment? Allah or Muhammad? You see here their translation saying the one who gather. This is not this false translation. Al-Hashir, simply, Hashir is not only gathering people. Like you will put them in the top of, like it's going to be very crowded. This is in the day of judgment where every dead person come from the grave. Is really Muhammad is the one who will gather people in the day of judgment? He is dead like everybody. stupid religion, following a false man. Then this guy, he continued desperately. Let us continue with his comment so we can laugh more. And then he says he abused an Arab woman. First of all, she is not an Arab, she is an Aramaic, and you are a potato like your prophet. Aramaic are not Arab, and Arab are not Aramaic. Same time, in Matthew 15, he did not abuse her. You are a coward liar like your prophet. He blessed her, and he did miracle for her. A miracle nobody can do. So you are a liar, and you have to admit to be a liar like your prophet. He cursed the fig tree. So what's the problem? Here, actually, Jesus is proving to us who is he. If Jesus cursed the fig tree, Allah swear by the fig tree. The fig tree is a tree, symbolic for sin. And the reason Jesus, he gave the fig tree the curse, he wanted to show his disciple that I'm not accepting from you any excuse to say it's not my time yet to do the work for God. It's not my season. You cannot say that to God. There's no season for you. So Jesus, when he cursed the fig tree, the fig tree died. Allah said to Muhammad, read it 3 times. Still Muhammad cannot read. Do you see the difference in power? So when you admit that Jesus, he cursed the fig tree, why you don't tell what happened after that? He cursed the fig tree, and the fig tree died right away. Can you kill a tree by cursing it? You cannot. Then Jesus despised his mother. You see here, all the verses they are posting for us, John 2, 4, 5, proving to us again that those people are a bunch of food. Because aren't you Muslims saying to us, what is the proof that Jesus is God? Aren't you? Everything you are posting for us here, proving that Jesus is God. And why you don't dare to show us how Jesus despised his mother? How? She asked him for a miracle nobody can do. He turned the water into a wine. But look how Jesus, he speak to his mother. And by the way, you can use a translation you Muslims you like. I'm using translation Muslim like. It's called ESV. This is a translation Zakir Naik like to use. Supposedly this will side with the Muhammadan. So here you will see the story. He mentioned here actually in John 2. Sorry, John 2. Let's go to John 2. John 2, 4, 5. And Jesus said to her, women, you see, if Jesus is a person like any of us, he will call her mother. But for he is the God of Mary, he called her women. What does this have to do with me? But yet, because he loved Mary, he did what she asked for. Even yet, it is not his time. This is not what I'm here for. What does this have to do with me? But here you will notice that Mary, she is so sure that Jesus the Christ is the Almighty God who can transform water into wine. She did not ask her son, can you carry some water with them? Can you help them in serving the food? Can you help them? She is asking him, we have a lot of water. Make it wine. So the Muhammadan, he found that this is A person, he despises his mother by making a miracle nobody can do. I would love that to do that to my mother if I can. In the same time, you're a prophet, the potato Muhammad, he called his mother Najis. And he called his father Najis. Isn't it the Quran says in chapter 9, verse number 28? وَإِنَّمَا الْمُشْرِكُونَ نَجِسٌ. Those who they are not believing in the oneness of Allah, or Allah, they are najis, which means filthy. That is his father and his mother. This is why when Muhammad, he asked Allah to forgive his mother and his father, Allah refused. This is why Muhammad, he says to Muhammadan, Abi wa abuka fi nar, my father and your father in fire. Because he is a son of a pagan family, like he is still actually. Nothing changed. And he confirmed that my father and your father is in hellfire. And here you will notice that Jesus, the pure person, is born from a pure woman. The Quran describes her as a pure woman. When Muhammad, he is born of a woman, she is najis, according to Muhammad description. How desperate the Muhammadan are to find that this is a problem for them, that Jesus, he despise his mother, when the fact he did for her what nobody can do. And then he continued, Jesus called people blind fool. Here you see, I'm not going to continue with the stupid idiot. You see, just to show you how stupid those people are. Well, if Jesus, he called people blind and fool, that will make him a bad person. Let us go to the stupid Quran, Abdul. Remember, brother, Jesus, he called people fool. Brother, how Jesus can be not sinless? So you are saying now that the one who called people blind and fool, he is a sinner because this is a sin. Well, all your Quran is calling people fool and calling them sin, blind, you stupid idiot. Do those Muhammadan even in you how to write, how to read, or they are illiterate like their prophet? Isn't it? This is the Quran. Isn't it? All those words in yellow, they are speaking about the blind, the blind, the blind. And not only that, actually, the blind man, when he came to Muhammad, he made fun of him. Chapter 80, verse number 1 and 10. Do you see it? Do you see why we laugh at your comment and how silly they are, stupid they are? And you know, after all this comment about Jesus being a sinner, because what? Because he called people blind. And the Quran called them blind. Not only that, actually the Quran claimed that the one who make you blind is Allah. Who is the one who will make you blind? Allah. Allah, he blind us. Chapter 17, verse number 97. Read and love. It is he whom Allah guide, that the one true guidance, really, okay. But he whom leaves astray, like what the heck? And look at the first translation, by the way. In Arabic it says, and the one وَمَنْ يُضْلِلْ, and the one who Allah deceive. You will not find for them anyone beside him, somebody can help. But he is the one who made them blind. He is the one who deceived them. And you remember I said to you that Muhammad, he says he is Al-Hashir. This is the Quran saying, وَنَحْشُرُهُمْ. Allah is Al-Hashir, not Muhammad. Allah will gather all those people in the day of judgment, and they will be blind, and they will be mute and deaf. But who is the one who made them this way? Allah. What a stupid religion. Allah is making fun of those who they can hear and those who cannot hear, those who see and those who cannot see, those who can talk and those who cannot talk. Remember, it's you who is saying that the one who called people blind is a sinner. Allah saying, is the one who is blind and deaf and mute is equal to the one who can hear and see? Is he equal? So the stupid you come with the decision that the one who called people blind, he must be a bad person and he is a sinner. Have you ever heard of a stupid religion more than this? And the funny is that Allah, he call you a blind, and Muhammad, he make fun of the blind, but then we find that the one who made them blind is Allah. Who is the one who sealed the heart of people not to believe? Who is the one who sealed their eyes? Who is the one who sealed their mouth? Allah. Read it. Do you see it? And this is why Islam is a stupid religion. Allah, he seal your eyes and then he will punish you for not seeing. Remember, the Muslim, they believe in destiny. The Muhammadan, they believe in destiny. So when you commit sin, it's not your sin. As an example, when Adam, he commits sin, was it his sin? The answer, no. It was Allah's plan for Adam to commit sin. And we showed you many times the reference. And this reference, by the way, proving to us again that Muhammad is a time traveler, which I will make a video about it. So the time traveler Muhammad, he decided that Adam and Moses, they met and they have a debate. Have you ever heard of a time traveler like Muhammad? Moses, he met with Adam where? Especially Muhammad, he said that he is the first one to be resurrected, which means all prophets, except supposed to Jesus, because in heaven, all of them, they are dead.